The NBA gives out a lot of awards. And that makes sense. Sports love giving out awards. Without awards, how would you ever know who's good and who's not? In the NBA, you've got Defensive Player of the Year, All Defensive Teams, All NBA Teams, Rookie of the Year, All Rookie Teams, All-Stars, All-Star Game MVP, Most Improved Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Bald Guy of the Year, Best Player named Taco of the Year, the Regular Season MVP, and the Finals MVP. I want to talk about the Finals MVP because I don't think that it works. I don't think that it's the worst award in the NBA or that it's ruining the sport. I just don't think it works. I love the premise. It's an award for the most valuable player in the most important series in basketball. The goal of playing is to win the finals, so being the MVP of the finals is a huge deal, at least in my mind. It has serious weight behind it. It's an award that says you were the best player on the best team in the most important series in the sport. Except when it doesn't, because sometimes it doesn't. 95% of the time, it does. But 5% of the time, it doesn't. And you might be saying, Clayton, anything that works 95% of the time is outstanding. And you might be saying to yourself, Clayton, who cares if the Finals MVP gets goofed up every now and then? I care. A lot. You have to understand, this is an obsession. I can't explain it. I didn't choose it. It's what it is. I am somebody who wants nothing more than to talk to my family and friends about the 1976 Finals and Gar Heard's turnaround shot at the buzzer. It is my passion to marvel at the mosaic that is NBA history, with all of its twists and turns and heroes and villains and rumors of Paul Pierce pooping himself. And every now and then, you find a couple crayon suns drawn in the corner with the sunglasses on, and some of those crayon suns are these Finals MVP awards that got goofed up. Nothing's perfect. No award has a stainless track record. But today, I am talking about the Finals MVP, because for what it's supposed to do, I don't think that it works. There are a couple of iffy instances, and we can talk about those, but we're not going to talk about those. Deal with it. We start small. In 1980, Magic Johnson won the Finals MVP award over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, this is the same series where Magic had his incredible Game 6 to clinch the Finals on the road as a rookie. Yes, it was because of that performance that the Lakers won the game and thus won the series. But Kareem was the MVP of the entire league. He was the reason they were up 3-2, and it was his incredible 5 games that put them in position to win in the first place. His last 5 games were out of this world, and he won Game 5 for the Lakers, playing through an injury that ultimately kept him out of Game 6. Does Magic being the MVP make an awesome story? Yeah. Did he deserve the award? Maybe. You could argue. But for my money, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should have won that award. But, like I said, we start small. In 1981, Cedric Maxwell won the Finals MVP award over Larry Bird. That sentence alone makes me want to put my head under an oncoming tractor tire. Bird was first team All-NBA during the regular season. He was the Celtics' best player. But because Cedric Maxwell averaged more points a game in the finals, and because basketball is just as simple as scoring points, they gave the award to Maxwell. You cannot tell me that Larry Bird was not the most valuable players in the 1981 finals for that Boston Celtics team. The fact that he didn't win that award proves to me that this award doesn't work. 1989 NBA Finals. I am talking in all caps right now. The Bad Boy Pistons, a team that famously shunned statistics, focused almost exclusively on sacrifice and team success. They avenged their loss to the Los Angeles Lakers, and they were led by the best pure point guard of all time in Isaiah Thomas, one of the rare competitors and leaders in basketball history. And the award for the most valuable player in the finals goes to Joe Dumars because he averaged more points a game in the finals. We go almost 2 entire decades without controversy. And then in 2007, Tony Parker won the Finals MVP over Tim Duncan, and that sentence gives me ulcers. Tim Duncan, the cornerstone of the San Antonio Spurs, the most successful basketball franchise of the last 2 decades, the greatest player at his position ever. Tim Duncan, who by his very nature, poise, and ability kept the Spurs in championship contention year after year after year. Didn't get Finals MVP because Tony Parker had a great series against a Cavalier backcourt that should not have been there. In what world is this okay? And then, in 2015, oh yeah, you knew we were going there. Andre Iguodala wins the Finals MVP award almost exclusively because it was his responsibility to guard LeBron James. And he barely was able to keep LeBron James from single-handedly winning the Cavaliers an NBA championship. Listen, I understand the traditional thinking of this award. It's given to the guy who has the best series in the finals. Normally, that is the best player on the best team. But sometimes, a Cedric Maxwell comes along, and he has a series that's better than what you'd expect. And Larry Bird comes in, and he has a series that's a little worse than what you'd expect. And then all of a sudden, forever, Cedric Maxwell is a Finals MVP instead of an all-time great. How can you look at the 2015 Finals and tell me that LeBron James was not the most valuable player in that series? And if you are going to keep it just exclusively on the winning team, fine. But then how do you not give that award to Steph Curry? I get it. He had a bad series. Andre Iguodala had the hardest job. I don't care. Steph was the league MVP, the engine to that team, and the best player on the Golden State Warriors, a team that won the finals. When it works how it's supposed to. Best player, best team, most important series, historical weight, legacy, prestige, all good. But when it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. It's just a neat award that role guys can put on a shelf. And to me, that sounds like an award that doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I'm not saying that those other guys weren't incredibly important and had great contributions and were major contributors to the fact that their team won the finals. But to me, it feels like it defeats the purpose of the award when the Larry Birds and the Tim Duncans and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars are not winning the award for the most valuable player in the finals on championship winning teams. Okay, Clayton, what should we do instead? I don't know. Look at me. Do you think I have any good ideas? Maybe we just let Bill Russell pick the Finals MVP, because then it would be Bill Russell's Finals MVP. Then you would get dudes just buttering him up all year long on championship teams, sending shit to his house, kissing his feet at the All-Star game. That'd be kind of fun, right? Maybe you just give it to the guy who gets paid the most. Because if we stick to the letter of the law, whoever gets paid the most is by definition the most valuable player. So, congratulations to Kyle Lowry, David Lee, and Chris Bosh. You are now all Finals MVPs. Maybe you let me pick. I'm not the smartest guy ever. I don't know a lot of things, but I know about this kind of stuff, and I think I could get it right. All I know is that this award exists, and it doesn't always go to the person who I think it should have gone to, and that has an impact on how we remember and how we talk about them. So that's how I arrived at this conclusion, that the Finals MVP award doesn't work. There's not a lot I can do. I can't change the award, but what I can do is transfer my frustration onto you. I have done that now. That is the end of my video. Thank you for watching. I have been told by my friends that I don't tell you enough to like and subscribe to my videos, which honestly makes it seem like my friends don't think that you're very smart. You know how this works. If you like the videos, click the like button. If you want to see more like it, click the subscribe button. If you really want to know when I upload, there's a notification bell icon that you can click and get notifications when I upload. See, it's not that hard. They think you're stupid, but I don't. Goodbye.